Hey, this is a dev update of Schema Studio. Now, besides a bunch of bug fixes and other things, the main thing, or the main feature I've been working on lately, is the cursor. Now, what is the cursor? It's something that basically in this environment focused on really fast authoring and kind of experimental approach and playing around with the programming. It's a way to do things really fast. I think of it kind of as a combination of environments like Vim, where you can edit text with a lot of keyboard shortcuts and just be really kind of efficient, and visual programming. So already Schema was trying to kind of do away with the necessity of making connections for things. So let's say I would, in the old way, create a, let's say just color, and I will make it pulse a bit by combining it, and I will add a pulse to it, right? We don't see much, but let's say why don't we see much? Because it's like a single pixel color, and a pulse is something that is nicely visible on more pixels or like more points. So let's add a circle block, which actually creates the geometry or the layout or basically the pixels in space, right? So we've done this with the kind of clicking around and choosing things, and it's been, I think fast enough, but it's still this kind of back and forth with the mouse and keyboard. It doesn't really extend to other kind of input modalities, like for instance, a gamepad, which has been the goal with Schema for a long time. So I will just use this. I hope this will work to show the key and mouse. And yes, something we have. No, it will not work for that. So I will just describe what I'm doing, and next time I'll be better prepared. So let's get rid of that. So basically, right, let's say I want to recreate the same. I will create the new one. So, right, I can have a color. Right. Now I press tab. Now how did I achieve any of this? By the way, this is the cursor, right? This is the main thing. This is new. It's like something that has a position in the XY grid, and you can basically highlight the block, and then you're editing things around it, and also the parameters. Now colors are not supported yet, but simple kind of floats are. So let's continue. Let's do a multiply. Press tab. I'm doing this by holding control, pressing right, and I will add the pulse. And I want let's do the canon this time, right? And I can press enter to go deeper, and I can adjust this and enter to trigger. Now again, we want that circle, so let's just add it there, add more of them, increase the radius a bit. I'm just pressing right, pressing left, right? There's no like fast going, also no kind of entry of the numbers yet. It's something that I'm planning to add. So basically we have this, right? And let's say on this triggering, it's not exactly the same. Let's replace it. Pools. Let's do this one without the tab. The tab just adds the first from what you see. There's not really a way to tab into the selection and then click through there. It's also something that I think will be added. But basically, yeah, this is what we have, right? Now I can kind of, okay, I want to flickerize this. There we go. I want to add some attack decay maybe. There we go. And let's kind of smoother. Um, I hold R to reset everything. This I will still do with the mouse. Doesn't really work with the flickerize. Let's Control C and yeah, multiply. Okay, now I'm like going back to the mouse. But basically, right, there's the multi-modality of that as well. Like it's not always that one is necessarily better than the other, but both is an option, which is nice. I can delete this. I don't need this here. You can also see that we have the cursor kind of XY, but it shows the full block that's currently kind of hovered or active. And I can go quickly around these things. I'll just play with the mouse. Let's say we want to add something. This is the audio version, so maybe I can also play with that. Add and maybe some flashing. Begin. And speed it up a bit. The attack decay there on the flashing is a bit broken, so we'll use this one. Still like small bugs here and there. These zeros get stuck sometimes. I'm not exactly sure why. When there's like collisions with the mouse input and the keyboard input. But the general idea, right, is to have everything accessible with keyboard inputs, and then I'm kind of doing internal refactoring to make all the actions kind of independent of like the actual input device. So I have now like I could connect the controller and it's gonna work for the basic stuff, but it's kind of hard coded there. The idea is that this is gonna be kind of much more generic. Also have a context system that I can kind of switch between different windows and operations. In some of them there already is some sort of keyboard input. Some of them not really. And yeah, it's just I'm having fun with it. And yeah, if you're interested, you can download this for free. Just go to schema.scenic tools. This, not tools. Here, and here's a download. And if you're curious, join the Discord chat, ask, or just if you have a bug to report or whatever you want to discuss, or curious about how to work with lights or anything, feel free to reach out. Anyways, that's it. See ya. Bye.